Welcome to the Geekz. This is Alil.
This is Steve keeping it green.
And this is Sean to the break of dawn. What's going on?
It really is till the break of dawn. Because
It is to the break of dawn. Yeah, you're right, Steve. I never even thought about it.
It's way past our bedtime, or my bedtime at least.
Yeah. That's what's going on. What's popping? Alil, you had a nice little week, or today anyway.
Well, last night. Well, actually, yeah. As the kids joked, "Oh, Dad, we got home this morning." I went to Universal's Halloween Horror Night again this year, and I just have to say, I love this shit. And Steve, the whole time I'm there, I'm like, oh, God, I fucking need Steve down here some way to do this. Sean, I know you'd have a good time, but like Steve, like this is like,
yeah,
everyone is in horror garb, like, and it's crazy too because like a lot of like the girls and women, they're wearing like scantily clad stuff with like blood splattered all over them, and this is like their outfits to go to the parks. It's very bizarre to me. You know, I'm just in a Halloween t-shirt. The kids all
keep your sunglasses on. Keep your sunglasses on.
Well, it's dark out, so you can't keep it.
Keep them on anyways.
What's up, Taylor? Yes, the check cleared finally. What's up, James?
The check cleared. What check?
The check's been clear. Sean's been running shit. Sean bought the company.
He did. Sean's running the shit now. Yeah.
Yo, see, that was a good one.
He did. It's like Barstool Sports when he bought back the company for $1. Sean just took it. No, but Halloween Horror Nights is such such a crazy experience because it's Steve. What was that horror? That one movie we watched was it last year with the horror theme park? And
it wasn't Hell House. That was
a
couple years
that was
ago.
that was one of the haunted.
It was the one with it was the one with Ned from Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, that's right. He was in it. Yeah.
But is it Bloodfest?
It might be Bloodfest. Yeah.
Something like
I think you're right. But it's like the whole atmosphere, like everything is horror centric. I mean, they kept some of the rides open, like the Mummy roller coasters open, some of the other outer coasters, but it's like they've got these scare zones. If you're not in it, like people just dressed up and just like literally like jump out at you and like walk with you and scream in your face and all that kind of stuff. But the production budget on these houses, we did not get to go to all of them this year, like Jenny and I did last year. Because my kids were chicken. And man, did they jump through that house a bunch of times. It was great. I was laughing the whole time.
Which one?
All of them. So we did.
Which ones did they?
All the ones we did. So we did all the big ones, because I wanted to hit up all the ones, especially with the IP. So the first one we did was Stranger Things. Fantastically done. The Vecna suits were great. The people were jumping out of Vecna. They had the kids all there jumping out in different things. It was season 4, the whole thing, and it was fantastic because it laid out like a story, like you're going through the story. And it was really great. So then the second house we did was the Chucky, the kill count. So it's about like Chucky's best kills and everything, and it's a very decorative house. And there's this one awesome room where you walk in and it is just wall-to-wall boxes of good guy dolls, right? And then they're all open, so you're just anticipating which one Chucky's popping, and he's just darting out at a whole bunch of them, and it's fantastic. Damn. And it was like they had some like animatronic puppeteer Chucky, so he's all over the place. Fantastic. And I'll talk about in the toy box something I picked up. I'll do an early toy box.
Can you do videos of that shit, or like you can't really take a video?
So if you sign up for media, you can take a video on day one. So if you want to see what these look like, go on YouTube. You can find them because like the big bloggers and YouTubers get to go like on like the opening day, and that's the only day they're allowed to record because they have people throughout watching, and they tell you to put your cameras away. You can't take any photos. You can't do anything. So you could video the scare zones, like the outer of the place, but like it's so dark, it's really hard to pick up. It's one of the reasons why I decided to upgrade my phone. I was like, well, I could have at least filmed some of this stuff. So hopefully next year I'll have some video footage. Then the third house, which again, some of the other things too is like last year we got lucky we got to do all 10 houses, but it also was the weather wasn't great, and you know, and so the lines weren't as long. This year, and Amir just said it, yeah. The lines were ridiculous. We waited 80 minutes to do the third house, which was the Last of Us house. It was a great house, and it was big. It was a long wait. You know, so it's like after getting through an awesome house, and then just the wait is just that's the killer part. So like, you know, good thing is you could pick up a couple snacks. They had a lot of themed foods. You know, one thing I did want to get, but I don't eat it, and none of the kids wanted. I just wanted a little decoration thing. It was like a can, and it was like ravioli in it, but it was like for The Last of Us, like it was like rations and stuff. So that was cool. But The Last of Us house, again, another thing. It's based on the video game, not the show. So it was more video game centric.
I saw a video where they were like playing the vocals and stuff over like a loudspeaker, and they're kind of like lip syncing to it.
Yeah, and that's what
from the
they
game.
Do. Yeah, and that's what they do, and for all the houses, it's very similar to that.
Do you like raviolis out of a can?
No, but I mean, it was like gourmet. You know what I mean?
Sean, do you like raviolis out of a can?
I've never eaten. I'm just saying they.
You've never eaten like a Chef Boyardee, Campbell's,
I have
ravioli
as a kid.
Fucking disgusting.
I haven't eaten it in like a decade.
Like TV dinners.
More,
still so poor. I still like that shit.
Who the fuck eats? Really?
I like the SpaghettiOs and meatballs too.
Oh my god! Oh god! Rabbit hole tonight. We are going down a rabbit hole tonight.
I like poor people food.
I'm used to it. Kidding me?
I'm used to it. I don't have a a rich man's palate.
Oh no, I'm sorry. A rich man's palate of fucking cooking your own goddamn food. I'm sorry.
I cook my own food.
There's Lino. Ravioli out of the can is delicious.
See?
Oh yeah, it's gotta be a California.
It's a California thing.
No, it's a poor person thing.
Motherfucker, I was poor too, but I don't like fucking baked beans. I ate baked beans my whole life when I was a kid.
I was gonna say,
you don't like baked beans out of a can?
Fuck baked beans. They are disgusting. I was forced to eat baked beans. I'll never eat baked beans.
Like you don't like the sweet ones, like the maple and
fuck. I hate baked beans,
dog.
They're
so good.
So you're Steve's all about the Bush's baked beans.
Love it.
I'm sorry, we're going off on a tangent, but you opened
up a can of worms. That's all right.
I thought we never really talked about it. We've talked about all kinds of stuff, cereals and candies and ice creams, but
I gotta change the fucking whatchamacallit, the banner this week.
Now don't get me wrong, like I love making my own chili, you know, put it in the pressure cooker, you get the tri-tip in there,
you get the good meat,
all that, but then again, like at the same time, like I will still fuck up a can of chili. I'll still pour a can of Denison's right in the pot and warm it up and eat that shit.
Do you like Sloppy Joes?
I love Sloppy Joe.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, you would
I'm not a
big
fan
of Joe, dude.
You
would be a Sloppy Joe dude, man. You the only person
Sloppy Joes, Sloppy Joes.
I hate those fucking things, man.
But I don't eat it now. I mean, I don't eat them now, but I mean, I did love some Sloppy Joes. I did.
Fuck that poor shit.
So like chili dogs, right? Like there's like chili dogs for me. Like I do like a whole assembly for a chili dog. Like I have the bun open, I chop my hot dogs up, cook them in the bacon grease, cook bacon, all stuff.
Chop the
How do you chop it up the fucking chili dog? I'm
confused. That's not a chili dog.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I eat it with a fork on a big plate. It's like a meal. You know, I don't like to pick it up.
What kind of shit is that?
What kind of bougie shit is this? You eat
bougie shit.
Man, you cover it with cheese.
You eat fucking chili dogs with a. That's just like an episode of Seinfeld where everybody's eating a candy bar with a fucking knife and fork, man. What the hell?
A chili dog is something you put on a bun.
No.
Put a hot dog on there.
That's Wiener Schnitzel shit. You put a little squirt of chili on a hot dog. That's not a chili dog.
No, you don't put a squirt of chili. You eat that. You get your shit. You get it all over yourself. Don't matter. You got a chili dog.
Bullshit. I know. I guarantee both of you don't get no fucking chili dog all over yourself.
Oh, fuck no. I'm a grown ass man.
I'm not eating it now.
If I get chili dog on my face, then there's a problem. Look, I eat my shit. I eat my shit like a gentleman.
How do you eat that again? How you eat that again?
I wipe my face.
Right in there.
How do you eat a hot dog, Lil?
I know, but Sean, how you're miming that? You know how you miming that?
How do you eat a hot dog, Lil?
Grab it with the other hand.
Lil eats a hot dog the same way he eats a banana. We already know this.
One bite.
He peels the skin off the hot dog.
Straight in. He just goes
one bite. It's in.
Raw dog.
Oh man.
No, Steve turned chili dogs into a gourmet.
It is. It's a whole thing.
Pause that pic. Oh man.
Oh man, we gotta unpack this shit, man, because I'm sorry.
You know what though, Steve? I have to say back in the day, like, and I haven't had it in a long time, but man, like a can of Dinty Moore beef stew. I love that shit.
Fuck.
Okay, potato, carrot.
The only thing
out of a can though. I've only ever made our own stew. I've never had stew in a can.
I'll only eat clam chowder in a can, maybe, and chicken noodle soup. That's
nobody out there eat Dinty Moore beef stew. Come on.
No, I don't eat none of that shit.
I don't even know.
No, I mean, not now.
What about tuna? You guys like tuna? Tuna in a can?
I'm allergic to fish, so
fuck tuna. Tuna is the worst food on the fucking planet. I hate the smell of tuna. I hate when a motherfucker's at work and he want to eat a fucking tuna.
Oh, that's the worst when people go into an office and make him fucking
nasty motherfucker.
Bro, I used to have this guy I worked with named Greg. He would heat up every day at lunch. He would heat up this like Jimmy Dean breakfast thing, this bowl, this sausage thing, and it would stink up the whole fucking office. And you know what he would do? He would take his lunch and go sit in his car and eat, and let the rest of us fucking sit in that stink. It's like, motherfucker. But like, it has to be worse if you're like warming up some old salmon or something. Like, bring some leftover salmon.
Yo, I can't stand when somebody.
Thank you, James. You're right. It does smell like dog food when you first open it, but it is good.
I'm with Sean. Fuck cans of tuna. Fucking tuna fish, yo. I hate when a motherfucker eat tuna fish sandwich.
I like it. I add the mayo, the mustard, some relish, salt and pepper,
egg sandwiches,
tuna salad sandwich,
like an egg salad sandwich, motherfuckers. I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit? Who eats that?
I haven't eaten egg salad every day.
Oh man, guy, you have a guy that eats sardines every day at work. What?
Canned
sardines.
I saw a guy a couple weeks ago eating like straight up, had the can, popped the top, Vienna sausages, eating them like just. And I was just like,
Zoe eats Vienna sausages. I don't
out of a can.
It is disgusting.
Out of a can.
Who, Zoe?
Yeah.
Oh, man, she will fuck them things up, and it don't make no sense to me.
Here's the thing. When I was a kid, though, I used to like them when I was a kid. But then what happened was one time in a rush, I was like in middle school. I was like trying to take my lunch, and I just grabbed a can of Vienna sausages, threw them in the bag with some other shit, and then went to school. And then at lunch, I opened it up, and it was like all that liquid in there was like jelly. And it was like so bad. And I took like one bite, and I was just like, blah. And I haven't been able to even look at him since.
Tuna milk. No, man. Heating up a tuna with cheese. Ugh.
Dude, I had tuna on some toasted sourdough.
That sounds
no, man. Well, I'm allergic.
Do you brush your teeth afterwards? Because you know your breath smell like tuna fish, right?
I immediately go kiss my wife.
Oh man, a little. Sometimes like
it's a white person thing.
Then there's those moments where I know I feel like we on the same page, and then Steve says crazy shit, and I'm like, yeah, I can't fuck with Steve. Oh man, what else?
Hold on. What about corned beef hash?
You know what?
I like corned beef. I don't like hash.
Zoe loves corned beef hash, man. She'll fuck with
it. You get that nice.
I cook it. I'll cook it for her, and like I'll fry it up and stuff like that. But I don't eat it. I'm not a fan of it.
I haven't had it in a long time, but I would prefer the fresh corned beef.
So you don't like TV dinners, none of that. No Hungry Man. No, you don't even like the little brownie that gets heated up in the middle.
I'm a grown. Listen, Steve.
I was gonna say, like.
I'm a grown ass man, and I work every day, and I fucking cook.
Listen,
I'm not going back to a TV dinner.
TV dinners are disgusting. I was just trying to play a little. I don't eat TV dinners. Spam is disgusting. Spam is so gross.
Okay, so
Spam is shit.
Okay, spam is disgusting, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I will fuck up some Scrapple real fucking quick. Yo,
that's that fried, right? With
I used to eat Scrapple so much, and then I found out what it was, and I kept eating it. Because it was so good.
I've tried cooking it. I've tried baking it. I've tried frying it.
No,
still don't like
it.
Not me.
It's gross.
I'll fuck some Scrapple up, man.
Not.
It used to be like it used to be like that with me with salmon, but then I learned how to cook it properly.
Yo, Steve,
barbecue it.
Me too. I learned as I got older as an adult. I learned I love salmon more than when I was an adult. As a kid, fuck that bullshit. That's like liver to me. It was like liver. Who the fuck eats
liver?
Now
liver. Now that shit's gross.
I wish Scrapple was my shit. Yo, I don't know what it is. It's crazy, man.
When I was a kid, my mom made a lot of liver and onions.
Really? My mom did too.
Shit too. And that would be it for dinner.
The worst one.
You eat the liver. You ain't eat
that. I had to. They made me eat a liverwurst sandwich once.
Ooh, bastards.
It was one of those things where they're like, if you don't eat it, it's for breakfast. I had that shit for like 2 days.
Oh God!
Holy shit!
See, today that would be today. The government would come and take your kids away.
Yo, real shit.
James wants you to explain what Scrapple is.
Come on, James. Come on, bro. You don't know what Scrapple is, man. Listen,
it's that game where you spell with letters.
It's like all the nasty parts of the fucking pork and fucking butt. I don't know what the hell. To be honest,
it's a hot dog,
but it's everything.
Nut sacks.
But man, you put that thing together and you fry that thing on top, give it that
like ground up. Yeah, it's ground up like a spam.
Give it that fried layer on the top, man. Put that thing on some eggs, man. You might be able to make a sandwich out of it if you cook it right. It does fall apart on you. But man, I fuck some Scrapple up. I don't eat it as much as I used to, but
they have that at the diners out east by you, right?
Yeah,
Scrapple all over the place.
Yeah, all kind of shit.
It's weird how like it's. I wonder because there's a lot of Mexican food out in California. What is that like for you? Is it the same? I mean, I've never been to Florida or Delaware, so.
Yeah, there's
we got taco trucks everywhere. My little town has no stoplights, but it's got 3 taco trucks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's like that.
But what kind of tacos do you like though? Like, see, I'm not. It's weird.
Carne asada is number 1.
But I'm not a fan of soft tacos. Like I can't eat a soft taco. I don't really like.
You can't eat just like a corn tortilla warmed up with the freaking cilantro and the asada in there.
This is some real bullshit. But I like fucking Taco Bell tacos, and I don't know why. It makes no sense to me.
No, Taco Bell tacos are fine. I smoke weed. I understand the appeal. It's not a problem. I'm just saying, but taco truck tacos are far superior than Taco Bell tacos, and that's not even a question. Yeah. At least it shouldn't be.
We go to the authentic route. You get the little corn tortilla, you get the little cilantro, you get
I fuck with them, but I'm just like I'm not like if I had a choice, I think I would go with Taco Bell.
You go get a Doritos Locos.
Now, what's better than what
Doritos Locos? I don't back when I weighed 500 pounds.
Doritos Locos are
I get a 10-pack of Doritos Locos, man.
Bro, those shells get soggy too quick.
Agree. See, I just started realizing that.
You got to eat those things like fast. Otherwise,
I just started realizing that shit. Yeah, I'm like, yo, these shit is bullshit. I thought they was good back in a while back, but.
And why don't they use other flavors? Like, why isn't there a salsa verde fucking?
Well, there's a ranch.
Yeah, but that's trash. Why isn't there a salsa verde or a spicy nacho taco shell? I don't want a cool ranch taco shell.
Listen, I do. I don't eat spicy shit. I'm not a spicy guy. I cannot eat spicy.
I asked them at the taco shop. They say, you want hot or mild? I'm like, hot. The hottest you got. It's the best.
Yeah. Real tacos are the best.
Well, American tacos are like, I mean, like, do you guys have Jim Boys where you are? No. Jim Boys fire. They put what's it called? Parmesan cheese on the taco shells. It's delicious.
Yes.
It's delicious.
So I've had these before, and they give you the little sauce.
Yes.
And you dip it in the sauce.
Yeah, well, that's birria tacos, but yeah.
So there's a girl around here that makes tacos, man. Yo, her shit be busting. Like they are so fucking good, but they are so fucking expensive. Yo, she charges like $50 for like 4 tacos, but everybody
$50. I would not pay that. I don't care how good they are.
So fucking good, man. Yo, I put the money down for them because they were so goddamn good.
Yeah, but bougie. that's a big.
Well, I mean, Steve. I mean, you're making a gourmet meal out of chili dogs. So.
Listen,
and it costs less than those tacos.
I still got questions on that shit. You don't put a bun on there and like, yo,
bun. All right, here's how it is. All right, here's how I do it.
Yo, but wait, let me tell you what you could do. You put a bun, fry that motherfucker up, put some butter on that bitch, get it all
pretending
toasty,
that I'm not using bread.
And then
for a minute.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you were using bread.
No, he's using bread. He's opening the bread completely.
Here's what I do. I cook up some bacon, right? Cook up some bacon so I can chop it up because that goes really good. Yeah. Then I chop up the hot dogs. I've cooked that in the bacon grease. Give it more flavor.
About chopping up the hot dog.
Anyway,
heart attack.
then I have the chili cooked up, right? Then I put the bun on the plate, open like this, and I put the hot dogs on there. Then I pile the chili on, add the cheese, add the bacon, add some little sour cream if that's what you like, and then you eat it. Wait, it's not any bigger or any more. It's just an cleaner way of eating it.
Okay, so I thought you were just fucking eating the shit without no fucking bun. I thought you just eat on a fucking plate.
What am I, fucking savage? Come on. I use a plate, not a bowl.
All right, so I respect you a little bit more at how you actually put that.
Well, thank you for respecting me a little bit.
Hold on a second, because I eat it now without a bun because I don't eat bread.
Well, look, I always thought you were eating shit without a bun anyway, and you were just going like.
So what do? Do you just fucking take the hot dog and dip it in the chili and eat it?
No, I put it on a plate. I put chili on it, and then I put cheese on it. Cut it up.
And then you chop it up with your fork and eat it. So what I do is I just already do that step.
And now I'm getting on you.
I thought you were chopping it up in the bun at first. That's where I was at.
No,
dude, I don't eat carbohydrates, man. I can't eat bread anymore.
I know. I'm sorry.
So it's like, what do you want me to do?
I had like a cauliflower bread.
No, that doesn't taste good.
Can you eat like
I had a burger today, and it was a patty on a plate with bacon and blue cheese. That was my burger.
Man, you know what's funny is I thought I liked blue cheese, and then I found out I was wrong. Because I like a light blue cheese dressing, like it's not bad on like a salad. But then I was at this restaurant, I was at this Perco's the other day, and I was like, I'm feeling adventurous. I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. I'm gonna try this buffalo blue chicken wrap.
Oh yeah. Sounds great.
I got about halfway through the first half of that, and I was like, I was gonna throw up all over the table. I was like, I can't do it.
So you don't like real blue cheese.
That big old chunky blue cheese. No.
Oh, I don't like. Oh, Steve. Neither do I.
I love it. So
chunky blue cheese. That shit look like old milk to me. Like
Well, it is. I mean, you realize blue cheese is mold.
I don't give a fuck. That's why.
So you don't like cottage cheese either.
Ugh. Who the fuck eats cottage cheese?
I love cottage cheese. What are you talking about?
Oh God.
You add some fruit to that? Some fruit cocktail to the cottage cheese? With a little pepper or something, at least?
Hey, I'll take some blue cheese with wings all day. I can dip some blue.
The dressing is fine. It's just not the actual stuff.
Yeah, but I like the actual authentic blue cheese.
And do you still buy ranch dressing in the fucking in the container that you squeeze out?
I do.
Well, for the kids, yeah.
I do. You get the pack, the ranch seasoning, and then you mix in the sour cream, and you add a little bit of water to it if you want to use it as a salad dressing. Or
so if you want a better version, healthier version that tastes just as good and actually thicker, mix it in with Greek yogurt, and it actually tastes great and it's actually healthy for you.
Okay,
Chipotle or Moe's?
I don't eat neither one of them motherfuckers.
I've never had Moe's, but I don't like Chipotle.
Moe's is like a Chipotle. Moe's is like a Chipotle, but they have tacos.
We got Chipotle and Qdoba, but we do not have a Moe's.
I don't fuck with
Moe's is similar to Qdoba. They're all the same. It's all the same.
I'm not a big fan.
Chipotle had me on the toilet for almost a week.
Well, Alil brought it up earlier. Is it Taco Bell or Del Taco?
I don't know what Del Taco is.
For me, I'll go with Del Taco. There's more choices.
I've never been to Del Taco, so I don't know.
Blue cheese for wings. Big Bird's the chunkier the better. I do like that. See, Ryan loves blue cheese.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Big Bird's going with Qdoba. Al's going Chipotle.
Oh shit!
I don't know what
Travis Del Taco. Del Taco.
What's up, Travis?
One right down the street.
That's my cousin right there.
Well, welcome to the show.
Which Missouri
Del Taco. They had they have a double Del cheeseburger at Del Taco. See, we're still talking about. It is so good. It is better than it has any right to be, and their fries are on point.
Do you guys have Jack in the Box?
Of course, Jack in the Box is delicious.
Sean,
chicken sandwich, Jack in the Box tacos.
Do you have the tacos? The other ones, the 50-cent tacos.
They're not 50 cents anymore, though.
Why don't they used to?
But
it's been a long time.
But like their tacos, they have like this. I don't even know what it is. It's this weird paste in the middle of it. It's semi meat flavored, but it's delicious. I like them.
So what's your best dressing on the salad?
Best dressing on the salad? Mm-hmm. That's hard because
we need to do like a tournament here for fast food restaurants. But the problem is we haven't eaten at all. We all have different ones.
Yeah. So that's the East Coast West Coast thing. It's so different.
I thought Steak and Shake damn near changed my life when I went to Chicago, and Alil's like, "This is garbage."
They actually opened up something down here too, so I was like, "Oh, there's Steak and Shake." Except Steve's here. Well,
no, I got one down here too.
It's the same thing that everyone
open one.
And you know what they just opened in California? Canes, and guess what?
Oh yeah,
it's trash.
Raising Canes.
Trash.
Raising Canes is trash.
Correct.
It's garbage.
I don't eat it.
Great trash.
The best thing that they have is their fucking Texas toast, and that's just bread with butter.
If it ain't Chick-fil-A, fuck them.
Chick-fil-A now. Chick-fil-A is fucking fire. Those waffle fries. Ooh.
I prefer me some Popeyes. I'm sorry.
Miss Whataburger was good. Whataburger is good.
I never had Whataburger. Maybe I did.
Oh, I've never had Whataburger. So there's one in Jacksonville? Okay, well, if I ever go up there for a game.
And then California has Fat Burger. That's delicious.
That burger is fucking good as shit. They closed one down. It was in New York, man. They closed that bitch down.
Jeremy said they do have a Steak and Shake in California, so you better.
Where the fuck?
You better Google map
I
that.
I gotta figure it out.
I don't remember. Was Steak and Shake good, Steve? Did we fuck it up?
I fucked it up.
I know I fucked it up.
Dude. Popeyes, Fernando's right on that. Popeyes is.
I think Popeyes is better. I think the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better than the.
So let me tell you a fucking story with Popeyes, though.
Popeyes is way better than.
I don't know what the fuck Popeyes puts in their fucking chicken, but every time I fucking eat that shit, I fall asleep.
It's like fucking they clone Tyrone, Sean.
Yo, did I tell you one time I had a piece of chicken, I ate that shit, and I woke up and the chicken was on my chest?
But the crazy part is that when you went to sleep, you were wearing clothes, but when you woke up, you weren't.
No, I was by myself, dog.
And I was creeping around.
That doesn't mean anything. You were just like, "Where'd my shirt go? Why is it on my
dog?
chest?"
Yo, no, it was on a shirt. But yo, I woke up, I was like,
grease stains.
Yo, the grease stain all on my shirt, man. I was like, damn, that chicken was good as shit.
Their biscuits are so good.
To die for. See, y'all I got some other shit around here. It's called Walt's Chicken. That's some. It's only in Delaware, I think, though. Yeah. Yo, this chicken is the best chicken I've ever had. That and Royal Farms. Royal Farms chicken used to be really good. I don't know what happened to it, but I know you don't know about Royal Farms, but
it's weird because like people have like their regional chains and stuff, but they like if you're local, it's not a big deal to you. Like for me, like In-N-Out, but for other people, they're like, oh my god, I need to have In-N-Out, I need to try it. It's like it's good, but I've had better. Habit Burger, for instance, I would prefer that over In-N-Out.
Fernando, where's there a Habit Burger? Is that only California?
Well, he lives in Florida, so
I know. That's what I was asking. Like, Fernando, is there one close to us? What am I missing out here?
I'll fuck up some. I love halal food. Yo, I love halal food with the white sauce on it.
The tzatziki sauce?
Yeah.
Or the garlic white sauce?
It's like the white sauce with the garlic. I don't know what it is, but that shit is to die for, dog. I get that with some rice and some chicken. Yo, I'll fuck that shit up.
So you like shawarma, the chicken shawarma?
Yeah.
You know it's trash? Dickie's Barbecue. Garbage.
Never had it.
Dickie's Barbecue, that's a chain. That's why it sucks.
It's no good.
We got this place here.
Any barbecue that's a chain sucks.
Not
like,
all.
Look, this is brisket. I'm like, no, it's not.
Here's some decent ones. Palm Beach. All right, Fernando. Well, I'm not going on a Palm Beach anytime soon, but
yo, what's the bougiest place you ever ate at? Like, you ever ate like a 5-star Michelin restaurant before?
Probably something like
no.
No, I haven't. Probably something like
I mean, like a steakhouse, like a Chicago. We have like a Chicago Cut Steakhouse, which is like a pretty famous steakhouse. All the athletes go there.
Right.
I ate some
in Chicago, but that's it.
Nobu. You ever heard of Nobu? I went there. I've been to Nobu.
That's in New York City, right?
In New York, though, yeah. It's not bad. It was good. It was all right. It was bougie as shit and expensive.
Dickies is absolute trash. Famous Dave's is trash. Hey, Famous Dave's in Chicago. Sauces are good.
Have you ever been to look, I don't think Steve's probably been there, but maybe he has. I think it's only in Vegas though. I think Vegas and the big cities though.
Oh, they had that Emerald place in Vegas.
Yeah, I've never been to Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Or
No. But have you ever been like Gordon Ramsay's and shit like that? Like you ever been to one of those? I want to go though.
Not Gordon. I've been Emerald's one there, but
really,
yeah, the one in Vegas was really good.
So what's the best restaurant you ever been to? I ate at a Michelin star restaurant spot and sushi. It's just, oh shit!
I'm gonna say Chicago Cut. I mean that's the Chicago. I mean that's really really good because I'm a if anything, especially even now, I'm a steakhouse guy.
Yeah,
like that's to me.
You know the best one I think would have to be a place called.
The McDonald's and barbecue. I agree with Big Bird, but it's still my actually from Elk Grove Village where
I forget what it was called, but it was a local spot that opened up in Lodi, California. It was across the street from the movie theater, and it was like it had like movie props in there. Like there was like a big T-Rex head and a RoboCop, and and all this shit all everywhere.
Hollywood thing,
but it wasn't called Hollywood anything. It was like it was I forget what it was called. It was called something like the Yard Stop or some weird shit like that. But it just had all this really cool memorabilia in there. And
it was California?
Mm-hmm. It used to be. Whoops.
Huh? Was it LA?
No, it was right. It was right here in Lodi, which is a little bit south of Sacramento. But the thing that they had that was the best was they had this coconut shrimp with the sweet chili sauce. Ooh. It was like to die for. You would get that as like a side with like a steak, so you get your surf and turf, and then their steak was like melt, just melt as you ate it. It's so good. So
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, and if y'all ever go to Hawaii, there's a place called Duke's. Man, the fucking breakfast there was probably, and listen, I'm a breakfast motherfucking nut, but that was the best.
What island was that?
Waikiki. It was on Waikiki.
So it was on Waikiki Beach?
Yeah. It was called Duke's, man. They had pineapple. Yo. Fucking I think just in Hawaii, period, the pineapple is just to die for because it's just
all the fruit too. Like
all the fruit was fucking fresh, but the breakfast, I don't know what it was.
I agree. You guys, Jenny, we found this place in Kauai, and they have these pancakes that were like, I don't know what it was. I don't know what they did to them. It was banana and pineapple and all this stuff on it. Mm-hmm. And because we were in Kauai for 4 days, we went back every morning.
Yo, you keep going back because
we didn't want to try any place else. We
no,
like, nope,
that's true.
And it was cheap. It was like one of those hole in the wall places.
Yeah.
And for some odd reason, it was like the bacon and the pancakes.
I'm telling you,
you can never match that.
I have paid way too much money for shit food, but when sometimes you go to these little hole in the wall places, little mom and pop places, and you're like, wow, this is really cheap, and then you eat it, and you're like, oh my god, I'm like reliving part of a life I didn't even know I was missing. Like,
but the craziest part is, you can only find those hole in the wall spots like in the hood or somewhere like where you would just like, I don't know if I'm gonna go, but I'm fucking gonna risk it all because the food's so goddamn good.
Depends, like in the big cities too, you can find a lot because like Chicago too, like there's like the famous Chicago hot dog places, like the Portillo, the chains, but everybody swears by them. But like the best places are the little holes in the street, that all of a sudden you walk in and all of a sudden the dude's just serving out hot dogs. He's just slinging hot dogs. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. You guys in Chicago like to put a bunch of weird shit on your hot dogs. He took me to that one spot. I was like, don't put any of that on there. It's like, golly, there's so much shit.
Good, though.
It was really good.
All right. Well, we went off the rails here.
Holy shit. We sure did.
With my Halloween Horror Nights. So we
after
The Last of Us house, we went to the Exorcist Believer house. So they had an Exorcist house, and that one scared the shit out of all my kids.
Yeah, good deal. I'm gonna jump off real quick.
Okay. The Exorcist house scared the hell out of everyone. And like, you know, I didn't even realize, I didn't know what the movie was going to be about. I didn't realize it was going to be like in a hospital. You're on mute, Steve. So,
it's going to be about an exorcism.
Of course, but like
possession.
It seems to be a hospital themed or in a hospital with multiple people. And that's what this was. So it was really, really good, really well done. I always loved the score for the original Exorcist, and they were playing that kind of throughout here and here with different mixes and stuff. But that was a great one. And there was this one called Dueling Dragons, which wasn't a part of an IP. It was just this story. It was like a forest trolls and fire and ice were fighting, and you could choose your own path, which way you want to go through the haunted house. That was okay. That one to me was the least scary. The one that the kids refused to go into, which I wanted to go into, but it was already like 1 o'clock in the morning, was there's this Yeti one. And all I've heard from the Yeti one is that is the scariest house they had. And of course, we didn't get to go to it. So, but we got.
Are you going to go back and try to go to that one?
No, because it's one night's included with our annual passes. So I think that's what we're gonna, you know, we're gonna keep it to that. They sell like I think it's called like a scare pass or something where you can just go every night and just keep doing it. So, you know, that'd be cool. And they have these VIP tours and stuff where you can get like background history, and then you get like to the front of the line for every haunted house. So I'm not paying for that, but it's awesome. I'm telling you, Steve, like the whole time I'm walking through this, I'm like, God, I just need Steve here.
I went to one. Rachel took me to one at Great America in California, and it was good, but it's nothing like that. It was a lot of like just people jumping out and scaring you, and like a lot of cool visuals and running around and stuff. But there wasn't like houses you go to like what you're talking about. Yeah,
and that I heard the Universal in California does it well too. And they have a couple different houses, so
that may as well be in a whole nother state for me.
I understand. So my hope is next year, you know, with because Alex really wanted a Five Nights at Freddy's house, and they always do stuff with Blumhouse. They did do the dancing Megans. They had a whole bunch of girls in Megan outfits, and they were doing their little dancing routine, which was interesting. You can see that online anywhere. They posted that. But yeah, because they always do something tied in with Blumhouse, you know. So, because last year they did like a Black Phone, and I forgot the other movie, like a combo thing, which was a good house too. So hopefully next year, Ava wants a Scream house, Alex wants a Five Nights at Freddy's house, I need a Nightmare on Elm Street house, or Camp Crystal Lake house. I'm actually thinking there's a good chance of Camp Crystal Lake because the series coming out. Hopefully. It'll be out at some point.
Are you interested in that series? A Jason series with no Jason?
But it's going to build into Jason.
I know, but like that's Gotham wore out its welcome real quick with that shit.
But I heard Bates Motel was really good without that. You know, because it was all prequel stuff.
Yeah, but it's different. Norman Bates is not Jason Voorhees. Norman Bates is a guy that wears a wig. It's not the iconic killer in a hockey mask.
I agree.
Where the whole point of the series is the inventive kills and the setting.
True.
Norman Bates, the Psycho movies were all about Norman Bates and psychology and this and that. So delving further into that seems like a worthwhile attempt. But Crystal Lake, like, what are we just going to see like him getting bullied and a lot of family drama with the Voorhees clan? I don't know if I'm all that interested in that, to be honest.
I mean, from the rumors, because nothing is legitimately known, especially now with everything on strike, is that each season is the movie told out in season form. So the first one will get Pamela Voorhees as the killer. It'll be more in depth.
Then it'll get canceled. So you'll never get the potato sack over the head. And then we'll finally get a hockey mask in season 3 or season 4.
Maybe.
Not interested. It's kind of like the Scream show, even though I heard that was actually all right.
Oh, the MTV one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch it because I didn't like the mask, and then they went to the real mask, and I'm like, damn. Like, okay, I probably should have watched.
I never checked out the I Know What You Did Last Summer show either.
Yeah, I didn't check that one out either. I heard that one was okay as well. So, yeah, I don't know. So with that,
What's up, Brian?
I'm going to talk about my toy box. Yeah, what's up, Brian? Oh, Nick, you want to know if the crowds are crazy? I mean, like every haunted house, except we were lucky to get to Chucky, was 35 minutes for that wait, but every other one was an hour plus. So it's one of the reasons why we only did 5 houses. So, but with that, so they have a lot of merch and a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go in solo mode here really quick because I got something really fun that I had to pick up. Let me go here. So I'm not, people love collecting popcorn buckets, and I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But
yet you have it.
I have this popcorn bucket.
Oh, that's cool.
And it moves and it talks. So hey, Chucky.
Hey, wanna play?
Eyes blink. It says, "Hey, Chucky, how are you?"
I'd like to be hugged.
Hey, Chucky.
Playtime's over.
And it's voice activated and it's motion sensitive and it's awesome. Like you could take the things out, put it in, and just have it. I just bought it to sit on my shelf. So
that is cool. Where does the popcorn go?
In the back of his. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, in the back of his head. It's dumb. That's why I said that's why I hate these things because
it's a huge bucket for a very small amount of popcorn.
Exactly, because there's no popcorn that goes in here. It's just a small part. That's it.
It's still cool though.
Yeah, that's why I got it. It was for this thing. So, it's the funniest part of this is I bought this and Jenny said if this comes downstairs, she will throw in the trash. She is.
You got to do like the elf on a shelf thing, like every day in October, just have it in a different spot.
She won't play with this. She does not like the dolls, the killer doll movies. This is not her thing. Yeah, even in the Chucky house, she was not happy going through that. So, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. So, and I got that thing, so it's gonna go in my little horror section, my little horror shelf area, and yeah, so. Oh, Steve, when are you going to be available? Ryan, that is creepy, Ryan.
I'm always available, Brian. Oh, when are the shirts going to be available? Still a work in progress.
Well, that was a legit popcorn bucket. Like this thing at the even at Disney, like they're so like they're cool and decorative and huge, but they don't hold any popcorn. They're just display like statues. So.
I got something.
Okay. I'll put you in solo, man.
Appreciate it. So I'm continuing my Regal Robot, Mad Cats from Return of the Jedi, all the figures and stuff. This week I have got the Yak face from Regal Robot, original sculpt that was actually created by Judy Elkins, signed and numbered 74. Really cool by Regal Robot, where she first actually created the original maquette for Yak Face. One of the most elusive little Kenner figures ever. Yeah, really cool, really weird looking, but did a hell of a job though creating the sculpt of it.
Star Wars is usually pretty inventive with their names, but Yak Face, huh?
Yak Face, but his real name was Salt Marae. Really weird.
That seems more Star Warsy.
Yeah, very Star Warsy. But yeah, really cool piece to add to the collection. Yeah, I have one more piece, two more pieces coming in actually, and I have a really good one coming in. I think next week. One of my favorites actually. And then I also got a big bus coming next week too. So stay tuned for that.
Nice. Well, I actually got a couple of things too for I got some tapes, but first thing I got was, remember you guys were saying like, oh, just Halloween's out, just go get yourself one. And I actually got a good one. It's not one of those hard plastic, like it's nice and big. It has the whole hood and all that. So that'll get hung up on the wall
Very nice.
pretty soon, but that's cool. And then as far as tapes go, I got some good ones this week.
Yeah, we do need your thoughts on Ahsoka too. Just let you know.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I got this movie because I don't think this movie would ever be made today, so it's kind of like having a relic. It's Ladybugs. This movie is problematic.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
It's a rough one. But it's in great shape. So had to pick that one up. Let's see, what else do I got? I don't even know what this movie is, but it's a sweet box. It's Charles Bronson in Murphy's Law. But look at that awesome Canon logo on there. I love the old.
Is that a Canon film? I didn't even know.
Yeah, man, and it's got the cool media logo on the bottom there. Like, I love this box. It's just super awesome. So, to get that one, I'm sure this movie involves Charles Bronson shooting somebody. It's kind of his thing. I also found this Rankin Bass Rudolph tape. It kind of looks like one of those books, like with the golden.
Oh, that's cool. A little golden book type style.
Yeah, and it's classic, man. And look at that, Sean.
White tape.
The white tape. That was kind of the seal the deal with that one. Let's see. What else do we got? Oh, okay. So I found this it's not sealed because the bottom is open, but it does have the plastic on the top. And it is in great condition.
Nice. Stand by me.
I already have this movie, but the box I have is ripped and torn and all kinds of shit. So this, saw this in this great shape, had to grab it. Finally, another horror-ish movie, but I got the Mothman Prophecies. I'm a big fan of all that cryptozoology stuff and conspiracy stuff. And I remember this movie being not great, but
who's in that movie?
Richard Gere. And
that's why I don't consider it horror, but
Laura Linney. Well, I mean, it's I guess it's only rated PG-13. It's a thriller. So Mothman Prophecies, and then the last one, Sean. This one I got because this one might even make you jealous. It's a classic. It's a classic.
No, nothing makes him jealous anymore. The money.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a fucking really good one. I love the money bag.
Now the box is a little worn, but that's all right. It's the box is still in really good shape, and actually the crease in it right here kind of goes with the house. So
whatever happened to Shelley Long?
She got old.
Did she?
Stopped getting cast in things.
But, no, Shelley Long was in a lot of shit, man.
She was. I'm not saying that she wasn't, but
get old
These days, she hasn't been in much.
Maybe she'll show up in the Frasier reboot.
Best part of this, the funniest part about this movie that I always go back to is when he gets stuck in the carpet between the floors.
Yeah,
and his hands are he's like a little T-Rex. I always thought that would be the most terrifying thing because oh my god, you just can't move. That's it. But yeah, some cool tapes in there. Yeah. Very cool. Add to the shelf.
Nice, man.
So, Steve, what are your thoughts on Ahsoka?
Ahsoka, episode 5? 4? 5? Episode 5. Well, there was no Sabine, which was all right. I could have, dealt with an episode where somebody doesn't fuck something up bad. There was still quite a bit of Hu Yang blinking, which I still don't understand. I don't get it. At one point, he's looking at something and his eyes squint because he's studying hard, and I'm I just don't. It doesn't make sense. I get it. It's like a character thing, but it just every time I see it, I'm just What did you think, Sean, about when you saw Ahsoka's naked head?
I thought that was cool. I thought that was actually very interesting because I'd never seen that. But I remember as a child, they showed that kind of look.
Well, and it was for me. It wasn't the top. It was where the ears were. There was some weird.
And she had ears though. They showed her the little hole things in there. That was cool. I was oh, I never even seen that much of that part. I thought that was great.
I really liked all of the flashback stuff with Anakin. I thought it was great seeing his animated suit in live action. And, you know, that shot of him with like the war going on and all the fucking clone troopers running alongside of him, and he's got his lightsaber out, just walking into battle, is just iconic now. It's got to be one of the best shots.
Hands down.
And just the shot, even that shot of him like walking towards Ahsoka and then flashing into Vader and then flashing back to Anakin was just like so clean. Like, all that stuff was great. I thought young Ahsoka was really good. We're familiar with that actress. She was young Gamora. She was also played a very annoying character in the movie 65, but she's really good here.
She played in Love and Monsters too.
Was she the little girl in Love and Monsters?
Yep. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I like that movie.
Yeah, so did I. It was good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, it was funny. I talked about that whale fall book last week, Sean, about the book I listened to where the guy got swallowed by the whale, and then in this movie,
the funny part
I was like, they're going the Pinocchio route. I get you. I get what you're doing now. But I thought that was awesome seeing those things blast off because I didn't watch Rebels like that, so I don't really know much about these big space whales. But watching them like all kind of start glowing and like powering up before they blasted off was really cool. More political red tape with the what's it called? Not the Rebels, the Republic.
The Republic. Yeah.
These guys, man, I can't be on board with these guys. This Republic sucks. They're all fucking infighting.
A lot of red tape.
It's all fucking regulations and this and this. And like, oh, we're gonna take away your thing. Like, bitch, do you know what she did? Do you know none of you guys would even have those little fancy suits or that glass tower you're sitting in if it wasn't for her? So stop your belly aching and get off of her ass. Yeah, like, I don't like any of that. But I mean, it's so realistic though, right? It's just like the bureaucracy.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, but it's weird. I mean,
you know, James brought up a good point that I didn't even pay attention to, that he doesn't even, his mouth doesn't move, but his eyes blink.
Who?
Hu Yang.
I can't pronounce it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, like they gave him like a Power Ranger helmet mouth, so it looks like he has lips, but that doesn't do anything. But it's like I was telling Sean, we were laughing about it last week, where like at one point, like he looked like he was sad about something, and the bottom parts of his eyes closed, and I was just like, like I get that it's like a fun like cartoon thing, but like, yeah, I don't understand the blinking. Like, maybe I understand the emoting, like making him shrink or get bigger. It's kind of like Spider-Man's mask when he finally can do that. It's like it's cool. But the blinking part where he's just talking and all of a sudden it's like, I'm like,
I've never seen a robot. I've never seen a robot in Star Wars blink except for him. Like, I don't think K2SO did.
You don't have eyes.
Yeah, K2SO.
There's no moisture.
C-3PO didn't do it.
Like at one point he was like fist fighting that other robot underneath the ship in episode 4 or whatever, and like he was like closing his eyes before he got punched. Like, that does none of this makes sense. But you know, it's definitely a nitpicky thing. I'm not like actually mad about it. It's just one of those funny things that I notice all the time, and I'm like, he's still doing it. Also, Ahsoka should be dead. She spent like 4 hours underwater.
But the Force saved her.
Yeah,
she was in the road between worlds. I get it.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm not complaining about that. Again,
she was looking in the water at the same time. Like, her eyes were open.
Yeah, she didn't seem to be in much of a rush to get out.
Yeah, it seems like she's like, oh. But then again, I don't know their species if they can survive underwater. So
yeah, maybe that those weird holes under
fucking helps her breathe.
Maybe
like, I don't fucking know. Like, I really don't. I can honestly say I don't know about her fucking, like, her planet, her creature. Like, I have no idea. So it's like everybody equates her, but oh well, she's a human, but like she's not. She's an alien.
And I will. They're focusing on the ass shots in Ahsoka. Wow.
Oh, well, of course.
Man, Hera walked up, and it was just like 5 solid minutes of yellow pants.
Orange.
I'm like, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Sounds like you're complaining. Sounds like you're complaining.
Yeah, it's just a lot of interesting things that people like just kind of hate on it about. It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not hating the episode.
No,
Is a hero. It's so good. And again, I still watched all through the credits. I love that ending theme.
Dude,
It's
Steve,
so
that
good.
fucking music is so good, man.
Actually,
The music throughout the whole thing is really good. Like even like the Anakin and Ahsoka shit, the Clone Wars
Ooh,
shit. Like they
that
play.
scene where Anakin and her were face to face and like his eyes were all red and shit, and then she like went forward and her eyes kind of changed. They went like yellowish red for a split second, and then she backed off. I was like, ooh, she's showing she's got that dog in her too.
Man.
Look at her.
You know what I love, Steve, when like in the beginning where he took his lightsaber and he like started to lunge, and like that lunge was just so fucking cool. It was like, yeah, I've heard that before. Boom! I was like, oh shit! Like that.
The whole choreography of him fighting her was
He's good.
really
Like,
good.
Yo, he really does his
Listen,
lightsaber shit. Really
talk
well.
about somebody that has like been like fuck the haters. Like everyone hated Hayden Christensen after episode 2.
They did.
Everyone, and a lot of people still weren't even hot on him after episode 3. But this dude has everyone in his corner now. They're like, "Yep, you're Darth Vader," straight up.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's weird though because he doesn't get a lot of acting things like anymore. Like
he fucking nailed it though as Anakin again in this. Like it was so good. And then Sean, I know like there was a scene where it happened, and I was like, oh, Sean just lost his pants. They were like when it showed Captain Rex, or I don't know if he was Commander Rex or Captain Rex at this point in time, but either way, they showed his ass in full regalia on screen, live action. The voice was there,
and
everything.
phase 2 fucking armor. Like
I was
fucking
like
I was like, fuck. I was like, yo, is this all we're gonna get though? I hope not, but like even just this little small amount was nice to see, man. It was just nice to fucking see. Like damn,
so it's really solidifying all those cartoons as being like serious shit.
Yeah, those are all fucking canon. Like they're all canon. Everything is like yeah, that shit's real. So like that's dope. Not real, but you know, it counts. And that's cool. I fucking loved it, man. Like,
yeah, so we end the episode with Hera having to go have a bunch of fucking meetings about when the next meeting is going to happen.
Yeah, although I think you're right too. I don't think we're going to see Hera again.
I mean, if we do, it'll be in quick flat or that.
Where does she got to do? Like I said, she's got to go back to fucking wherever and talk to Mon Mothma about contracts or whatever.
Well, I think what's going to happen is because her and Leia kind of formed the new rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably what she's going to disappear to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
Either way, and then what you got? Huyang and Ahsoka in the whale about to go to. That was a cool ass scene too, of that big ass space whale and like Ahsoka on the wing of the ship, like just touching it. Like
Alil was like,
man.
oh, it dragged on for a minute.
I thought it was great showing the scale of those things. What I didn't like was when like they started flying out into orbit or whatever. And
I
like,
love that part.
No, but it was the Alliance ships that were like, evade, get out of their way. And like then they just showed them consistently going through all the way, like directly in their path. I'm like, you guys suck.
Yeah, that shit was sick though, man. When the fuck you seen the eyes turn blue, and you was like, and it just went off right there. Like it was just like, and that was it. I was like, that was the perfect fucking ending. I am glad that's all we got. Like that was fucking perfect. And then it just went into the song. I
almost wished it would have gone like, boom, and then like, ba-dam, 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 ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Like, I almost kind of wished it would have had that fanfare because the way that they blasted off and the camera kind of spun just a little bit, I was like, that's how the fucking movies end right there. And that's like, it would have been kind of cool to have that.
They played the Star Wars shit when Jason was like, when he started hearing the lightsaber shit, and it was like, dan, 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 dan. I was like, oh, you motherfuckers, like you did it. And they fucking played it. And it just worked so well with it. I was like, fuck.
I do miss Balin. Like I think he's a big part of the show.
Yo,
and I'm missing.
Balin gonna be in for some shit when he goes against Ahsoka the White.
Very true.
Yeah,
Like, it's like Gandalf. She's like Gandalf.
She's
She's like Gandalf. She's got the Gandalf, the gray, Gandalf, the white. She's so
She
good
came
with
out
white.
all wearing white.
no, she can't, and happy as a motherfucker, happy as shit. So
Yeah, she has been awful stoic this whole show.
yeah, now she's on some other shit. She's like, where are we going? She's like, I don't know. She's like, we'll see what happens. So I was
Better than staying here.
yeah,
We don't need no roads.
yeah. It felt
Yeah,
like
she got
that,
all
but
Doc
it
Brown on her, didn't she?
It did feel like that shit too.
It's like Rick and Morty.
Yeah, yeah. It was...
Hu Yang's like, oh, gee, Ahsoka.
Oh man, Steve, I need you there on Saturday. On Thursdays. Alil, you quiet. Are you? Yeah, Alil reviews it every Thursday. If you got to watch the Star Geeks every Thursday, we break it down and do like beat by beat things.
Yeah, I watched.
Alil is fucking vested in it.
You could hear me talking about it on Star Geeks.
I know. I'm just doing my recap because I've been having to work that night shift. So
I love you. I love you anyway, man. I want you here every Thursday, but I know you gotta do your thing. So, that's it. We got any news?
I mean, I did well. Like, did we watch anything else? Like, I mean, not for nothing.
Shit.
Sports Geeks.
Oh, here I go.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I mean, I know that like I was telling Dave last night, Sean, things are never as good or as bad as they seem after week 1. So I'm not like over the moon about shit, but I felt bad for you, Alil. Like, even with a new quarterback.
Chicago sports radio is like the sky is falling right now. Like, just everything is terrible. We are the worst. Justin Fields is the worst quarterback in the NFL. That's all they're talking.
They was not singing that song last year, man.
I don't know.
It was funny because like when that game was starting, they were just showing all the highlights for the Bears, and it was all just Justin Fields running. That's all they had.
A little point last year, he was like, Justin Fields is this, is that, and da. Now it's one fucking game, and fucking Justin Fields the shittiest quarterback on the
It was a weird.
It was a game tomorrow. I don't think he's the shittiest quarterback. I'm rocking my Justin Fields. I bought a jersey because it's.
Oh, you bought a Justin Fields jersey? Why?
Well, I have a jersey. I have a blue jersey, and I bought an orange shirt jersey because it's gonna be 95 degrees in Tampa tomorrow. So I'm like, I'm not wearing that heavy ass jersey and dying in the heat. But no, I mean.
But as a Bears fan, don't you have like classic like football players like that you have as a jersey?
Yeah, where's your Jay Cutler jersey?
I had an Urlacher when I got, but all my jerseys.
There you go. That's what you should have had.
Yeah, that's
who's the double dunk? Where's that jersey?
Refrigerator Perry.
They were all too big.
That's a GI Joe fucking jersey.
You should have had a Khalil Mack jersey. Khalil Mack, not bad.
Again, at that point in time when they were here, what I weigh now, what I weighed then, I had to get new stuff. So all my Bears gear went to Goodwill.
But nobody had a worse week than Jets fans. Oof.
They still won their game.
Yeah, but barely.
True.
No, their season's done.
And then what about like Joe Burrow gets this huge contract and then goes out there and loses his ass to the Browns?
He hasn't played in weeks. He's been hurt. Like, they threw him out there. He was not ready to play. You can clearly tell that. Like, they were dumb for putting him out there.
And then I'm looking through the stats and I'm like, son of a bitch. Dallas Cowboys put up 40 on the Giants, 40 to nothing. And then I looked at the individual stats, and Dak threw for like 140 yards and no touchdowns. I was like, what the fuck? Like, if they play any team that doesn't stink on offense, they're screwed.
Get out here, Ryan, with your Eagles.
Fly.
They almost let Minnesota back and win that game. Come on.
It's true. It was right there.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right. I think that's it. But you know what? There was
trailers. There was trailers for Aquaman.
Really? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, not a shock. But we're not skipping another DC trailer again.
Wow. We'll skip the movie as well.
No.
The whole world will.
You're right. They will. Nobody's gonna see fucking Aquaman.
I'm probably not gonna see it in the theater.
The only thing I'm gonna see I want to review The Creator. I really want to review that. I want y'all to go see that, but I don't know if you guys are gonna go see it. I'm seeing that IMAX September 29th. Yo, that shit looks so fucking good. Every fucking clip that I've seen so far is like, this movie's gonna be fucking amazing. But it's like fucking, what was it? Who did this movie? Rogue One director. I always forget his fucking name.
Gareth Evans?
Gareth Edwards? Yeah. Like,
no. Gareth.
God
damn it. Is it Gareth Evans? Maybe.
Edwards.
Gareth Edwards. Man, that shit looks so fucking good. Like, I don't know if you guys are gonna see it, but man, I'm gonna see that shit opening weekend. I'm gonna see that bitch because that shit looked good. Like they showed like a 5-10 minute clip of like everything. I was like, God damn, it's like Blade Runner versus like fucking Rogue One versus some Star Wars shit. Like they even got, I swear to God, I thought they had like Y-wings in there at one point, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how did you get that approval? Yeah, it's weird, man. It's like, yo, it's like some Star Wars shit. The robots look Star Warsy, like everything looks really good, man. Like this might be better than whatchamacallit's movie. Fucking what is that? Come to Netflix.
Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon.
Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon.
You know what else too?
Everything will be better than that.
Alil, you were talking about the Stranger Things house you were in, and I gotta say, me and Sean are still playing this game every Friday. And if any of you guys are gamers out there and you're sleeping on Remnant 2, you are missing out. We beat this main world boss, go to another world, and it's like it's the upside down. Yo, it's the upside down of like our home base that we go back to upgrade our shit. It's like that, but like all dark and covered with ash, and there's red shit everywhere, and weird little bug-like creatures flying around, running around. We had to fight Groot, a giant fucking Groot monster.
Yeah, we had to fight fucking demon dogs. All kind of. It was one of the best levels that we played so far. It was really fun. Like, really die hard. Like, yo, I fuck with this game, man. Like, yo, this game is underrated. Like, I don't know why everyone's not talking about this game. This shit is amazing. It's better than Diablo 4. Was Diablo 3 or Diablo 4?
100% Diablo 4.
Yeah, wow, way better. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Like, I'm like, why is this game not like the biggest game of the fucking year?
Although you would probably like it. It's not too RPG-ish. There is like puzzles and stuff like that, but like it's mostly running around and shooting shit. Getting your ammo, collecting loot, going back after you're done for a while and upgrading your shit, and then heading back out and shooting shit.
I mean, I don't mind the RPG elements. I just don't like first-person shooters.
It's not first person.
It's third person.
There's not even a first-person mode in it.
Yeah, they got to make the co-op better next time. Though.
At sometimes, like me, Sean, and Dave are just running around with like bashing the fuck out of people with our swords. That's it. Just it's a good time.
Sean, are you hitting your mic? What's going on?
No, what's wrong with my mic? Something wrong?
My mic is way over there, so it ain't me.
Oh, my bad. I don't know what I did. Sorry.
That's all right. It sounded like a explosion.
I didn't think I watched much else besides what we're gonna record for 31 days.
Same here. So I do have a meme.
Although Talk to Me is out
in HD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next week. So I do have a meme. It was on the Geekz community chat, and I thought we're getting close to Halloween. We're doing 31 days. I wanted us to choose 4 and the rest to go. So I'm gonna share my screen here so those who are watching can follow along. Let me know what you guys. So what 4 and movies, and these are just movies. Just do the movies. So part 1, Halloween 1, Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street 1, Friday the 13th 1. Just do the first movie. Don't do the series because like Get Out only has 1 movie, right? So which 4 of these movies would you guys choose and have the rest go? So I know this is not great for podcasting, but I'll read them off while you guys think. So it's Hereditary, The Conjuring, The Grudge, Urban Legend, House of a Thousand Corpses, Misery, The Babadook, Ready or Not, Silent Hill, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sorority Row, Halloween, Get Out, Nightmare on Elm Street, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Shaun of the Dead, Jaws, Exorcist, The Mist, Final Destination, Martyrs, 28 Days Later, It Follows, Drag Me to Hell, Paranormal Activities, The Omen, It, Train to Busan, You're Next, Prom Night, Child's Play. I'm reading these all jumbling around because I'm tired.
That's all right. I got mine.
Saw, Resident Evil, Ghost Ship, Cloverfield, Midsummer, The Thing, Poltergeist, Last House on the Left, Candyman, The Witch, Rosemary's Baby, Cabin in the Woods, The Quiet Place, Purge, Sinister, Insidious, Wrong Turn, Sounds of the Lambs. I do want to do one of these with franchises because I think that would change a lot of the answers, at least for some people. The Blair Witch Project, Carrie, Tales from the Crypt, The Craft, Happy Death Day, 13 Ghosts. Well, your wife would pick that one. The Fog,
Of course.
Godland, The Collector, The Strangers, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th. If I didn't already say that. The Shining, House of Wax, Hostel, Psycho, The Fly, Us, The Hills Have Eyes, and Evil Dead. So, Sean, I'm going to have you go first.
Fuck you. I don't know. Go Steve first. Fuck you.
You got 4 to pick. Which 4 would you want? You can only watch 4 of these for the rest of your life.
I'm none of them because I wouldn't watch this shit for the rest of my life. I would never turn the TV on. Fuck that. I'm not.
You had to. The TV had to be on.
Well, it ain't fucking playing shit that I'm gonna fucking watch. I'll
You
close my eyes.
can just play the game. All right, fine. Steve, go.
First pick has to be The Thing. That's got to be up there.
Okay.
That's all time. Nightmare on Elm Street's going to be another one.
Okay.
Now, some of the it's hard because does this mean they're just gone from existence? I can still remember them fondly.
Nope, you've forgotten them all. They don't exist
I
anymore.
had to put on my glasses. Excuse me.
Candyman and Scream.
Okay.
Scream is just so 90s. It really flipped the script on horror. It kind of changed the trajectory of all of horror. The music, the acting, just the feel. It feels so 1995. It's a huge. I'm a huge fan of that franchise. Obviously, The Thing is just a classic. You can't go wrong with that. Nightmare on Elm Street again. The first one too. Would I take Dream Warriors over Part 1? Yes, but is Part 1, right up there? Yes. And then Candyman, honestly, Candyman for me is more of a feel movie. It's the music, it's the tone, it's the lighting, it's the effects they used back when they made that movie. And Tony Todd is fantastic in there. So those are my picks. Candyman, Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, and The Thing.
Well, since I only have 4 to pick and I want to actually enjoy and not be fucking freaked the fuck out while I'm fucking sleeping at night, I'm gonna go Zombieland, Quiet Place, Alien.
Is Alien on here?
Yeah, it is. I really
Alien.
wanted Alien on my list.
Yeah, Alien, Zombieland, The Quiet Place, and I think I'm going to go because I don't want to be freaked the fuck out when I sleep at night.
Shaun of the Dead.
You
Shaun
don't
of the
have
Dead's
to
not
watch
scary.
these while you're sleeping.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Shaun of the Dead.
And
because
Jaws is. I wanted Jaws to be on my list too.
No, I'm gonna take Shaun of the Dead because I want to laugh and I want to fucking like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead. I would enjoy Alien. I would enjoy, and what else did I say? Oh, and The Quiet Place. I thought that was really cool. I like that. Those are other shit. I'd just be too scared to watch that shit. I couldn't do it.
Resident Evil's not scary. Hereditary.
I don't want to watch fucking Resident Evil because it was terrible.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Never watched it. Never seen it.
So I'm going Nightmare. My first pick. Nightmare is probably my favorite movie. My favorite horror character is Freddy Krueger. Halloween. To me, it's the icon of all icons. It's the Mount Rushmore of horror movies. The music, the tone. Little is done, and it has a lot of impact. Then I'm going Evil Dead. Love Evil Dead. I just love that movie so much.
So let me ask y'all a question: who are your top 5 horror movie?
He's got one more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
And then I'm going Shaun of the Dead. Change it up. Get some comedy, get some zombie, and have fun. Have a.
Shaun of the Dead is fine.
Hmm?
It's fine.
I love Shaun of the
I
Dead.
love Shaun of the Dead.
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
High sidekick.
Ooh, you are.
We're gonna fight.
Every time you
We're
give someone a
not.
high sidekick, you're like, that's a good rating.
Did we ever review that? Did we review that movie?
No, it came out before we even knew each other existed.
We should review that movie then.
I do enjoy Shaun of the Dead. I'm going with those four. Because, like, like, not to say that the other ones, but it's like Friday the 13th, like, the first one, nah.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah. I mean, Scream, it was tough because I did think of Scream. I did think that Scream probably would have been there, but then I wanted to go a little off script, and I think Shaun of the Dead would do that.
So who are your top 5 horror movie monsters, like, in all, like, literally all, like, who's your top 5?
Pennywise, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, and Ghostface.
Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Ghostface, and I'm going with a new contender because I love him so much, Art the Clown.
Oh, goddamn, Art the Clown.
I would have Art the Clown over Pennywise, man, because Art the Clown is just fucked up.
Art the Clown is a better pick than Pennywise. He really is.
Art the Clown. Just, dude.
You're right. Art the Clown. He has to take the place over Pennywise. He's more twisted, more fucked up.
Yeah.
Pennywise will turn into a blubbering baby if you call him names.
I'm going to go Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky.
Okay. We got my Chucky down here.
And I'm going to go Jaws.
You just have a giant shark sitting there.
It's funny. I actually was watching the Jaws movies this week when I was going to sleep. And like that first movie is great. Still is. Jaws 2 is actually not that bad. Especially like the opening where they're like swimming around where the orca is, like shipwrecked at the bottom. Like that's really cool. I didn't bother with part 3 because I didn't really want to watch Dennis Quaid and fucking Marty McFly's mom hanging out at SeaWorld. I'm like, I just don't want to watch that. But I did throw on Jaws the Revenge, and I gotta say, that movie opens up strong and then shits the bed. As soon as they go to the Bahamas, it's like, what the fuck is going on? But that whole opening, Christmas time in Amity, all the kids are adults. Chief Brody's long dead from a heart attack. His son, the little kid from the first movie, is now a cop. Their other son is living in the Bahamas, do some scientist. You're like, holy shit, they are building a whole fucking world out here. This is great. And then the kid that's a cop goes out to remove some driftwood from a buoy, and the shark attacks him and eats him. And it's insinuated that the shark set that as a trap because
I remember that shit.
It's weird.
Like is the shark that fucking smart?
But like it's fucked up because like the shark comes out and rips his arm off. Then he's like falls back in the boat and he's just screaming, help, help. But they're doing like some choir practice on the shoreline so they can't hear him screaming. And he's just like leaking everywhere. And then he's like leaning over the boat. He's like, help. And the shark just eats his whole shit. And it's like, man, this is good. And then Michael Caine gets in and Mario Van Peebles with his fake accent.
Remember Mario Van Peebles? And I was like, oh my God, his accent is terrible.
That is... Holy cow! I forgot he was in that. Oh my
he
God.
was. He got
and that annoying little girl. And I know it was her first movie, but the granddaughter in that movie, like her introduction is them. They just had the funeral for this guy that got eaten by a shark, right? And this family has some trouble with sharks. And it's like, and the first thing this girl does is walk in and goes, Grandma, Uncle Sean is dead, you know. And it's like, somebody stop this child. She's a menace. She's a menace. And then, but like, man, like you would think at a certain point, just move to the mountains, you know, like get as far away from the beach as you could possibly be. Like her thing is like the mom here, the grandma Chief Brody's wife, her whole thing is like, we need to get away from the water. The sharks are after us. But then she goes with her son to their house in the Bahamas on a tiny island. And it's like, this is the worst thing you could do. Anyway. Tirade over.
Ryan picked his Scream, Final Destination, Saw, and Zombieland. And I do love Final Destination, the first one especially. And
they're bringing it back.
First Saw is great too.
And it sucks because of the way they ended the last movie. It brought everything full circle. The two survivors of the last movie at the very end of it were on the plane from the first movie. They watched all those kids get dragged off. And I was like, oh, great. It's all one big circle. It makes perfect sense. And then now they're doing it again.
Yeah, but don't you want to see more? More inventive?
Maybe. Not all those movies were that good.
I still love the one where, was it 3 or 4, where that pane of glass fell from the skyscraper and liquefied that dude.
That kid?
Yeah.
That was the other one where like the explosion happened and it shot that barbed wire fence through somebody. That was a good one.
Yeah.
The gymnast chick that like all that dust got blown and she like missed her fucking mark and just her whole body just crumpled in half. Like,
I'm gonna tell you the one that fucks me up to this day and still does is the one where the fucking lumber on the back.
Oh yeah, it's part 2.
Yo,
every time I see the lumber,
that is a nightmare, dog.
Bro,
I'll tell you that right now.
Let me tell you this: living in the mountains when you're on single lane roads, and you're behind one of those things, and you're going around curves and up and down, it's like it is not. It's not because all you can think about is that fucking movie.
Yeah, that's all I can think about every time I see one. I'm like,
that movie is to lumber. To the lumber industry, what Jaws was to sharks.
Very true. Very true. So, all right. I think that's it.
No trailers. Hello.
We can't watch them.
We can't watch them, man.
God damn it! How do we do this then?
You got to do a record. You got to record it and then do it.
Sean, you keep hitting your mic, man. I don't know what.
I don't know why there's no mic. I didn't even know there was a mic even down here on this computer. I'm sorry.
How do you think we're hearing you?
I thought there was a mic like up here, but I didn't know it was like right here. Not so much here, but right here. Here, like right here.
Not so much here or here, but right here.
That's such a good movie quote.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Richard.
Oh, there's news that we're getting a Brightburn sequel, and that the script will be partially composed and written by AI. So that's fun.
Really?
Wow, really?
They literally said that in the press release.
This is James Gunn's thing, right? Like,
this is not James Gunn's thing. He was a producer. He did not direct it. He didn't write it.
I thought he was a writer on it. Okay.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up, man. They better boycott that shit, man.
Crazy, right? They're like, well, we're just gonna have it written by AI. Like,
interesting.
Damn, that's what you're gonna come out with during the strikes?
Interesting.
Kite Man is getting a spin-off from Harley Quinn.
An animated or
animated show?
Huh. Okay. I mean, can't give us any of the top characters. Got to go with Kite Man.
Kite Man was fucking awesome in Harley Quinn. He was great. Hell yeah.
You think he can carry an entire series on his own?
Probably not, but I don't think it's going to be one of those 5-season series of Kite Man. It's probably going to be like 4 episodes and it's going to be done.
Okay. Any other news, Steve?
I'm looking. There's not a lot. It's a lot of video game stuff, to be honest.
A lot of Mario games coming out this year, which is awesome. So
is it?
It is. All right, so I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot, guys. Damn strikes.
Well, next week maybe we'll do some more trivia. So all right.
Definitely. I got a horror trivia for y'all. So I don't know if you guys want to play that. It's up to y'all.
Yes, we do. So let's do it.
Horror trivia next week for y'all, motherfuckers.
All right, that's it for tonight. This is Lil.
Hey, this is Sean, and make sure every week you check out the Star Geeks, and make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Geeks on YouTube, please. Tell your friends, like and subscribe to each of our shows, please.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button, please, man.
We want to try to do more things for you guys and have more.
Yeah, man. We're trying to push the envelope, man, as much as we can. So definitely smash and like those subscribe buttons and all that.
Yeah, this is all for you. We get nothing out of this. We don't enjoy talking to each other anyways. It's all for you guys.
This is Sean.
And this is Steve. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, and for fuck's sake, keep it geeky. And end the show.
I am trying to play us out.